Hey ballers, hit callers. This is Pepper. You're watching Pepper Paintball. Today's video is going to be about my camera setup. I've had a lot of people ask me about my camera setups that I use when I'm playing paintball, especially after one of the last videos I did. It was a Section 8 Capture the VIP video, and you may have noticed me dual wielding. I was dual wielding tip X's, one of them with a camera mount on it. And I was actually using this camera to shoot around corners because I have a live monitor. So I actually had this on my wrist so I could actually look around corners and shoot. So let's go over this a bit. What they are is it's a Sony action cam. There's a few different models, but the nice thing about Sony action cams is you can get them, or get with or get separately, the Sony Live View remote. So this is a wrist-mounted remote control. You can control all the functions of your camera, even more functions on the remote than you can on the camera itself, and it gives you a live monitor or live feed. So you can see there, I'm pointing the gun at myself. This is degassed. There's no paint in here. Well, I'll point it at something else here instead of my face. I don't know if you can get the shot, but essentially whatever my gun points at, you see in here. So it's awesome because you can be behind a bunker and put that around while you're all safe behind the bunker and see what's going on, because I have this live view usually mounted on my wrist and can see around corners, make shots and everything. It's awesome. So let's get a little more into the cameras. Back to this live view remote though. I should mention with one of these you can control up to 5 Sony action cams with it. It's Wi-Fi, so it connects via Wi-Fi to all your cameras, up to 5 at a time that you can control and monitor over this. So I usually have another Sony action cam mounted on my mask like this. So the Sony action cams, this is actually a splash case you can get for them. A shock resistant splash case. You can get them for them. I've taken many hits direct to the lens all over on this thing, and the camera's fine. This camera here is a little newer. I've taken a couple like close hits within 5 feet, no problem. The camera's fine. So in my mask, I'm using this Sony action cam. So as you can see, they're normally white. So this splash case is actually clear, so I just painted it. So yeah. There's, like I said, a few different models of the Sony action cams, but the nice thing is they're all like this layout. So my point is on your gun or your mask, they're like this rather than a GoPro, a big target, you know what I mean? Because they're forward facing, they're slim, low profile design, which is really nice. They do very high quality videos, 1080, there's 4K versions now, up to 120 frames per second, all sorts of features, really high quality camera. But like I said, a few different models, so you can check out that model. The one in my gun here, or marker, let me just open this out, take it out of the splash case, because this case, once again, was a clear case. So I painted it, and here's the camera inside. So you can see this one is a little smaller. So I run the big one on my mask, and the little one on my gun. Or you can mount both on your guns, and you can run more than one remote, actually. The mount I had to make myself, so let's just take this off so I can show you here. So I just got a little piece of steel and basically screwed it and glued it to this Weaver mount that I had from an old sight, an old iron sight. So basically this mount used to be like that on an airsoft gun or something, BB gun, and had an iron sight, so I cut that out and attached this metal plate to make my own little mount. So I can, essentially mount this on my marker and do the trick shots, the corner shots as I call them, the pepper shot, let's call it. Yeah, man. So that's basically it. Sony action cams, they're totally the way to go. Because like I say, that low profile, I'm being forward facing like this rather than being, a big thing like that. And having that remote is wicked because, it's on your mask. You can't take your mask off on field. You're like, oh, am I recording or not? How many times have you been on a field where somebody comes up to you with the GoPro and they're like, do you see the numbers? Is it recording? You're not going to have that issue with this. You can control everything, turn it on and off, record, stop recording, zoom, go through all the different functions, everything. And the beauty is you've got that live feed. So you can, even if you're trying to film, like a lot of times when I'm out of a game, like say I've been shot out, or even if I'm not playing that day, I'll just walk on, like if I'm there just to film, I'll just go on with my mask because I know I don't have to have a camera and be like this. I can just go watch action wherever I look. My camera's pointing with it and I'm seeing it. And, there's those certain shots you want to make sure, oh, I'm getting a good shot of this guy. That's, with this being wrist mounted, You can look and be like, okay, yeah, I've got the shot. But of course, the best part, like I said, is with this mounted on your gun, you can shoot around corners. You can do blind firing that isn't blind. Round corners has been no problem because essentially, only this part of your hand sticking out. Let's say you're going like this. You know what I mean? I've done over the bunkers. I've done all sorts of crazy stuff using the live view. It's fucking badass. Sony action cam with a live view remote. Go get yourself one. You won't be disappointed. It'll be one of the best purchases you ever made to get that awesome footage. But not only that, do some corner shots. Well, when it comes to mask mounts, I had to make my own. So it's got a little bit of metal there. You can see kind of just made this angle piece and actually used nut and bolts to actually permanently affix it to my mask, or semi-permanently. But yeah, I suggest doing that because a lot of the mounts you can get for these or with GoPros, especially those headband mounts, they suck. Because as you're playing paintball and you're running through the bush and everything, or speedball field, whatever, they're going to wobble and bounce all over. So do a nice solid mount to your mask is what I highly suggest. So it isn't bouncing around. Anyways, this is Pepper. You've been watching Pepper Paintball. Do me a favor today. Go check me out on Facebook as well. So facebook.com/pepperpaintball. Of course, you already found me on youtube.com/pepperpaintball. But yeah, man, check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. Please comment, like, share. Please share this video. Help me grow the sport of paintball. And make it so I'm not the only guy cheating on the field with my corner shot. Yeah, man. Cheers.